My days had become routine, driving to and from work, always the same path, always the same scenery. But today, a detour took me through an old, isolated road that I'd never taken before. The thick woods on either side provided a dark canopy overhead, even in the late afternoon light. It was eerie, yes, but it was a welcome change. About halfway down, I saw it. A car, positioned slightly off the road. I slowed down, thinking maybe someone needed help. As I got closer, I noticed a deep crimson hue covering the car. Blood. It was everywhere, from the roof to the tires in large splatters and smeared handprints. Yet, as I approached the car, I noticed something odd. The car itself was undamaged. No dents, no shattered windows, nothing that might indicate an accident. Curiosity and a sense of dread held me in place. I looked inside. The interior was immaculate. No signs of struggle, no evidence of any violence, no bodies, no wounds, and again, no damage. The ignition was off, the keys were missing. Confused, I took out my phone to call the police, but there was no signal. As I deliberated on what to do next, I heard a rustling sound from the woods nearby. Cautiously, I followed the noise and came upon a clearing. What I saw there will haunt me forever. In the center of the clearing was a large makeshift table made from logs, covered in layers of clear plastic. Beside the table, a man stood, dressed in white overalls, stained in red. He was methodically cleaning a set of large, gleaming knives. The ground was wet, and blood was everywhere. Beside the table was a large container. Inside were human body parts, neatly severed and organized, a collection of horrors. The man noticed me and smiled. It wasn't a kind smile. It was the smile of a predator that had just spotted its next meal. I ran. Panic surged through me as I sprinted back to my car. The sound of footsteps followed closely behind. I fumbled with my keys, and just as I managed to start the engine, a heavy thud landed on the roof of my car. I floored the accelerator, not daring to look back. Somehow, I managed to find my way back to the main road and straight to the nearest police station. They launched an immediate search, but by the time they arrived at the clearing, it was empty. The table, the tools, the man were all gone. Only the bloody car remained as evidence of the nightmare that took place. The police said they'd keep an eye out, but they couldn't do much without evidence. I couldn't sleep for weeks. Every rustle of the leaves, every shadow in the night, I thought it was him. I often wonder about that car. Who did it belong to? Was it a trap set by the man, or the remnants of his last victim? I'll never know. All I know is that somewhere out there, a monster walks free, and I pray that no one ever stumbles upon that isolated road.